endure, to embrace, never forget.
You're watching live Mayhem on Thursdays. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to an eventful night. Our first ever 3 stages of hell, which is definitely going to be interesting. Alex Storm and Shane Roberts will be parting in that. It's going to be crazy. Can't wait to see what happens tonight. Gal, introducing what's coming up first. So here we are then, when Gal disappears. He was standing front and centre in the middle of the ring, disappeared now, so you know it's gonna get underway. Colby coming out first, then Colby obviously going against the Interstar champion tonight, Brian Douglas, for the Interstar championship, so really looking to try and take some gold under his, I was going to say belt, but that sort of makes no sense, so looking to take some gold home with him tonight is Colby. Obviously going against Brian Douglas, a guy who has defended successfully a few times, so it's going to be a tricky road for Colby tonight, but I think that he can do it. If anyone can do it, Colby has been promising, obviously won the Battle Royale, so I believe this guy has the capabilities of doing it, so time will tell, though. Obviously Douglas will be coming out wearing that beautiful, prestigious purple belt that we all know, the Interstar Championship here at Mayhem. Obviously it's been a little bit of a tricky couple of weeks commentary wise, as we know. Gold departing from the company, Warzone obviously having to close due to staff issues, just people being too busy with other things in life. So we're still powering through. Your man Cheese will sit here and commentate over absolutely everything on his own if he has to. It's fine. I'm sure there would have been a few people that probably would have jumped on commentary with me today, no problem, but I'm just a little bit busy, tied up, so we're watching, right? We're watching the opener of 6 matches tonight. Well, actually 5 matches tonight technically. Obviously the 3 stages of hell, it was a steel cage match and a death match, and then the TLC match. The steel cage match actually happened a little bit earlier on as a bit of a kickoff show, something to award the fans that actually turn up. It wasn't televised, it was a little bit of a secret event. We'll show you some highlights of it a little bit later on. But I'm not going to tell you who won. You'll see it when you see it. But yeah, Douglas, like I said, he really wants to hold on to this Interstar Championship. He's had a great reign since he's become single, or shall I say separate but equal is the words that he used himself. But yeah, obviously the Douglas family just having a really impressive reign since, shall I say, the Men of Mayhem, instead of the Douglas family, I believe. That's the name that they like to be called, whether they are at Mayhem or not. But yeah, Mayhem, obviously the only show here at SCW that has lasted. The only show from day dot at the moment. And do not fear, we're never going to see the end of Mayhem. Mayhem is a show that has been in the SCW family since 2008. We originally had Steel and Cage. I know how boring that sounds. So yeah, we changed it in 2008, brought Mayhem into the equation. And the logo has been almost similar. It's a little bit more updated, a bit more modern, a bit more HD now. But the logo has always been very similar to how it is now, with the Y being in flames. But we've switched it up a little bit here and there. But yeah, the Interstar Championship, another championship that's actually been with SCW since 2007. I never actually held the championship. Obviously, I was the owner always here at SCW, but a few legends like Jay Nitro, Hardcore Nev, a couple OGs, if you know their names, and you're an OG too. But yeah, a couple people held the championship. It's always been this little purple prestigious championship, something we made on Microsoft Paint back in the day before the technology of eFed sort of, what's the word, advanced, I suppose. Yeah, all championships were made on Microsoft Paint. Yeah, it was a very interesting time, but it's cool to see the Interstar Championship here in the modern age. And it's a championship that every superstar wants. No one thinks they're below this championship. A lot of people saying it's actually the nicest championship here. So some interesting opinions. Mark the referee lifting it up. They know what's on the line. First match, like I said, out of 5 tonight. And we're going to get it underway. Here we go then. Colby and Brian Douglas. 2 people I don't believe have faced off in the square circle together before. So it's going to be interesting to see how they compare tonight. I wouldn't say evenly spread. I mean, both definitely strong henchmen, but Colby sort of outweighs Douglas in almost every single aspect. Dude is huge, Colby, and he like I said, it's a bit like Mike Mean. He's bigger when you're in person. When you see him close up, it's scary the size of this guy. But yeah, obviously he started off, if I am not mistaken, he started off in Warzone. Colby brought him up to Mayhem, and he's been performing really well. Very, like I said, yeah, an interesting character. I say it every week, but I think this match could be really exciting. But we have Douglas now top rope, Colby back to his feet, and Douglas throwing himself onto Colby there. Now we have Colby behind Douglas and just sort of backstabbing him. Elbow to the head, knocking Douglas down now. Douglas, look at the strength though of Douglas lifting Colby up, and this is what I'm saying. Colby, very strong guy, but never underestimate Douglas. Douglas is one of those superstars that seem to do the unthinkable week in and week out here at SCW. So never count this guy out. Interstar Championship, of course, very prestigious. We've had a few what's the word I'm looking for? A few wrestlers. You can tell Cheese is tired. I've got like a gallon's worth of coffee at my announcer's desk with me. Yeah, we've had a few champions. Obviously, Zach Adams, Flair have held that championship. Zach Seidel, Brian Douglas, anyone else, obviously, I do apologise if I am forgetting. But yeah, it's a very beautiful championship. Suplex here. We're going to Suplex City as he's switching it up. Of course, he has the forearm there, just knocking Colby to the floor. Douglas now looking under the ring, and he's bringing out the bat. Colby managing to stop the bat really being in play. Doesn't really want to be smacked anytime soon. Getting out of that. Lifting Douglas up now, and Douglas landed awkwardly on that bat there. And, I mean, that would have hurt. That would have hurt. Not sure if it was planned, but yeah, definitely looked painful. And obviously a little bit later on, we have Trevor Dennis and DJ going against each other. Mayhem power rankings in a way. Shane has sort of created his own open challenge and sort of listed a load of people that he wants to go against, I suppose, for the Mayhem Championship, or defend the Mayhem Championship. A stunner there from the man of Mayhem, Brian Douglas, and we're going for the pin now. We have a 1, we have a 2, but a kick out just after 2 from Colby. Not giving up as of yet. Douglas now just sort of kicking Colby while he's down, picking the bat up as well, bat in play, and I'm not sure if that connected as well as Douglas would have hoped, at least. Colby now just carrying Douglas into the corner and launching him back to the middle of the ring. Going for a pin now. Marked down, we're counting 1. We have the kick out, not even a 2. Now, I thought Brian was maybe going to launch himself outside of the ring, but decided against it there. Now both of these guys in front of the announcer's desk. Colby managing to use his feet to get Brian to back off for a minute. Look at that little combo. Sort of missed the round kick there, did Colby. And now near the announce desk, Douglas has Colby up vertically. What can happen here? Taking his time. The blood is going to be rushing to the head of Colby there. Now Douglas looks like he's going to be going for another weapon. And he's picking up the table. The men of Mayhem, certainly no strangers to tables. They love it here at SCW. Table now leaning against the ring. Douglas is going inside, buying some time. It's showing off his biceps there. Oh, now into the corner there goes Douglas, face first. I think Brian was going to go for the table there. Colby interrupted him quickly, then flattened on the outside of the ring there. Yeah, now Douglas inside of the ring. Got the bat back in his hand. Definitely been on top of this game in the last couple of minutes, has Douglas. Colby now looking to switch it up though, and switch it up he does, going for the pinfall here. Could it be a 1, a 2? Kick out though from Douglas. The champion is not out yet. And that's it. You know, one of these guys obviously will be walking home. Like I said, it will be Colby's first main roster championship, which would be quite massive for him. Douglas looking to be sort of the longest reigning champion here at SCW. Had quite a good reign, quite a few defenses so far, so interesting to see how he does get on. Like I said, him and Zack Seidel were sharing it for quite a while back in the day, so it's cool to see one man holding it, but will one man be holding it at the end? It's another stunner there from the man of Mayhem, Brian Douglas. We're going to go for the pin. We have a 1, we have a 2, and it's a kick out just at the last second there. Douglas arguing with Mark. We see this every single week. Mark is a little bit slow, but he knows how to count the 1, 2, 3. Do not panic. Douglas sort of just rearranging, stretching his neck, feeling on form right now, bouncing, throwing those fists about, but Colby there very quick to, I mean, it did look like it connected from my angle, but it must have there. Kick, I believe, and kick out there from Douglas just after 2. Colby now really trying to wear down a forearm. Stamping on the wrist there of Douglas, and now Douglas managing to get a reversal, throwing Colby to the floor. Colby to the floor. Keep saying Colby. What an interesting pin there, locking up the leg, and I thought that could be, but a kick out again from Douglas. A lot of near falls. You'll see near falls all the time. Championship matches. Neither of these guys are going to fold. Now Mayhem, Brian Douglas slamming him to the mat there, slamming Colby to the mat. I don't know why I keep calling him Men of Mayhem, Brian Douglas. Just Brian Douglas. The outlaw Brian Douglas. Whatever works, it all works. Yeah, obviously, if you do want to commentate with your man Cheese, so he's not on his own all the time, then fill out an application form by DMing me. But please ensure that you need to be free on Sundays and Wednesdays every single week, without fail, and ideally in the afternoon. So I'm not hating on people who go to college and go to school, but you know, I need someone who has no life, really. That would be the best thing. Finding someone who has absolutely no life and they can dedicate every single second of their day to SCW. Quickly, oh my god, and the new champion, Colby there. I wasn't really expecting it at that exact moment. I sort of got carried away talking about some other stuff. But congratulations there to Colby picking up the W and is your new SCW Interstar champion. How about that? Controversial replays. Obviously, we don't like the replays. There we go though, Brian Douglas, no longer your Interstar champion. We have a new guy taking over in Colby. Interesting to see how he will get on defending it next. I believe will be at Cold Day in Hell, potentially before that at Mayhem. We will see. But coming out next then, we have Trevor Dennis, the Reaper, the Advocate. A lot of nicknames, call him what you will. Many people have names for him. Will he be able to come out on top against DJ? As I said, he's already been given his chance, but Shane done an open challenge, which could benefit him, but it's not written in stone yet, obviously. Shane needs to win. Tonight, anything can happen. But yeah, obviously thank you to Bybit sponsoring our video and just helping the channel in every way they can. Make sure you help us out by clicking their link. If you do sign up using the link below, you will get a free £10 in BIT. It's a brand new cryptocurrency which is held and actually distributed by Bybit themselves, so make sure you do check that out. 18 and over, please do your research as you are at risk of losing capital. But yeah, obviously thank you as always to Bybit for helping support the channel. Always appreciated. We are launching the new Bybit to the Moon Championship at Cold Day in Hell later on in the month. The championship will be absolutely gorgeous, do not fear. But here we go then, second match underway. DJ against the Reaper, Trevor Dennis. And DJ has had an interesting time here at SCW, was the happy guy, the face of Mayhem, the most expensive wrestler and still is. But he's not the guy that I signed. He's not the dude that I know anymore, you know? Trying to go for a pin here, trying to get a squash match, but it's a little bit too early. DJ still not washing his hair. I mean, it must be horrible for the other wrestlers having to wrestle with the guy. If he's not washing his hair. DJ now trying to get the submission. DJ really trying to get this done early. One thing I picked up is he is trying to get this done extremely quickly tonight. Trevor Dennis, not really someone who's been known for a squash, so I'm sure this one will go on. But yeah, Trevor Dennis now doing a little bit of onslaught himself, and beautiful move there, throwing DJ down to his feet. Well, down to his feet makes no sense. Down on his back would have made more sense. Trevor Dennis now going for the pin of his own. Not even a 1 count though. These guys are really trying to get this done early. Now Trevor Dennis picking DJ up, and look at that bomb. Beautiful, and springboard there from Dennis, the man from Plymouth, unfortunately. Punch in the back there of DJ, really trying to affect the spine, and get over yourself, Trevor. Give it a couple minutes before we get a little bit too egotistical. Trevor now in a grapple with DJ. DJ managing to get the forearm there. And what was it with you guys? Why are you being so egotistical 2 minutes into a match? Focus on the match at hand first. Give us 5-10 minutes, and then you can be a bit of a brag. Do you know what I mean? Until then, Spice Valley slapper from DJ. Getting it done pretty quickly. Going for the pin now. Mark cancel 1 and a 2, and oh my Jesus Christ. DJ picking up the win in extremely quick fashion there. And yeah, I mean, that must be very frustrating for Trevor Dennis, not really having the greatest time really back at Mayhem. So yeah. Wow, that was a lot quicker than I thought. Happens a lot here at SCW. Not sure if Trevor was okay. We'll check, but yeah, here are some highlights then of the steel cage match, untelevised, that happened a little bit earlier on. You can see Shane and Alex, they put on a good fight for like 5 minutes, but Shane managing to throw Alex down onto the floor from that steel. It doesn't look that high, but believe me, it was, and Shane managing to get his legs over first, climbed over and got the W. So 3 stages of hell, it goes 1-0 to Shane. Please be aware though, this doesn't really mean much. The championship is only it's being hung up, alright? It's being hung up on the ladder on the main event, and that's when you get the championship. These matches, these are the teasers, these are the feeders. They're giving you the taste of what's to come a little bit later on tonight. We're looking at a death match now. Extreme Rules, hardcore, call it whatever you will. But this is a second of 3. Just to sort of clarify, if you did, like I said, it wasn't televised, if you did really want to check the steel cage match out, we will upload it separately, probably to YouTube. It was quite a long-winded event, but yeah, if it is something that you guys, you know, a lot of the people like to see the backstage footage, so if it is something that you guys are interested in, we will probably put it on. But here we go then, match 2 out of 3 for these guys tonight. Shane Roberts, Alex Storm. A lot of bad blood. These guys have been talking. Oh, I don't know if it's bad blood. I don't know if it's bad blood, if it's just the heat of the moment. They have to do what they have to do to create this sort of rivalry. I don't know. But obviously Storm Society and RG, I suppose, in blood don't really get on. They'll be facing off in a minute. Royal Guards sort of getting themselves together now, discussing who are the two coming out tonight to defend. Well, not defend, I suppose. It's a contender match against the Storm Society. So if the Storm Society win, they get a tag championship match. If they lose, they get removed from the tag championship match. So it's a bit complicated. Obviously, the One Way to Hell pay-per-view card may look a bit weird at the moment, the tag championship match, but please understand we know what we're doing, okay? We understand what we're doing. Alex Storm now going for the pin really quickly there on Shane, but Shane kicking out. No chance he's going to be done that quickly. But I mean, you have to sort of think as well, these guys, like I said, TLC match a little later on, they have to get the championship from the top of the ladder. And it's different to WWE, you know, it's not just this little chain that you have to unhook. There's actually a mini game up there, a little device, and you have to make sure all holes go into the right slot, and then you can release the championship. So it's not really all about strength. It's about mindset. It's about IQ in a way. And Alex Storm now going for the pin on Shane. What the? I thought it was over again. I'm like, what the hell is happening here? But kick out there from Shane, and Shane not really managing to do much at the moment though. Now Alex Storm looking to put that to bed, but Shane managing to move out of the way pretty quickly there. Now Alex Storm going for another pin here on Shane. We have a 1. We have a 2. It's surely not. Oh my god, and it is. What is happening? That's 2 matches in a row. That's lasted like no time at all. I mean, maybe Shane's just buying time for the main event, trying not to wear down his energy. Already got the win in the steel cage a little bit earlier, so potentially that's his thinking. Not too sure though, 2 matches going on pretty quickly there. So focusing on the next match at hand, we have Storm Nolan. And he will be coming out with Austin Storm, I do believe. And like I said, for this match, it is the contender match. So if they manage to beat the Royal Guards, they will go forwards at One Way to Hell and go for the SCW Tag Championships. If they do not lose, I'm a bit surprised that those quick matches there. Sorry, if they do lose, then they will be removed from the match. I'm sure that will make sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'll make it make sense. But yeah, Jake Brexen representing the Royal Guards first. He's definitely been quite a face when it comes to the tag teams at the Royal Guards. You know, he's been in most of the matches, so interesting to see how he continues tonight. And Jet Saturn then, the second guy coming out, very interesting. Saturn and Brex team up here, so yeah, I'm interested to see how this one goes, for sure. Like I said, it's a big one for the Royal Guards. Obviously they want to try and hold on to that tag team championship as much as they can. Dylan Thunder, I believe, is it Dylan Thunder? I think it's Dylan Thunder. It may not be Dylan Thunder though. But there's someone, okay? There's someone teaming up with Slidell a little bit later on, as I heard in my office last night. And you know, that could be technically Royal Guards versus Royal Guard for the tag team championships, which logically thinking is genius, right? Because you just can't leave the Royal Guard then. So yeah, I like their thinking. Definitely interesting, but like I said, that's a long road to go down. Let's focus on the match that could potentially pave the way for Storm Society to try and get their tag team championships back. Jet Saturn was going for an early pin there But Storm Nolan kicking out, and now Jake doing the same thing, but I think Nolan's not going to allow that to happen there. Austin Storm, well, just saved after the one, not really kicked out. And look at that there. I'm liking this Jet and Jake link up. It's looking like an interesting pairing for sure. And yeah, you know, I'm going to be a bit impartial. I am a Royal Guard, or the Royal Highness. The man, well, I don't know if I'm the man behind it all. I like to think I am. But let's not go too egotistical. Cheese, obviously, like we know, is the most egotistical man in the world. But there's levels to an ego, and you can't push past certain levels. If you do, it's just painful. More painful than me commentating on my own. So remember that. Austin Storm now with a bat in the bat right to the head there. A Jet Saturn looking like it's going to knock that man out. But I know my man Saturn. This guy has a planet. You ain't going to knock him out with a little bat shot. You got a chair in play as well from Jake Brex here. I wonder what Jake's thinking. Not the TLC match yet. That's a little bit later on tonight, but still setting it up neatly in the middle of the ring there is Brex. And look at that knee there. Quick pinfall here. Referee going down. One kick out though pretty quickly there from Storm Nolan. Now Nolan on a springboard and knocking Jake to his feet, going for a quick pin. What is it with everyone trying to get these matches done really quickly tonight? Chill out. Calm down. Put on a show. We want some 5-star matches, everybody. Relax. Storm Nolan. And that's a nasty landing there. That's going to almost break the back of Jake Brex there. A lot of B's. I had to really think about them. Jet Saturn stopping that before it went any further. Suplex there from Storm Nolan. Jet managing to get the reversal though, and now laying on a beautiful little combo there and finishing off with a nasty knee to the face. Punches here from Jet Saturn on top of Storm Nolan. Austin Storm just sort of talking to the fans, I think. Not sure what he's doing. I did say to Storm Nolan potentially do a little bit of a Nolan Alex Storm team up. We haven't seen that in a while, but obviously Alex Storm in 3 matches tonight, so we're not going to put him through any more torture. We want him to be fresh and focused against my son, the Royal Guard, the champion, Shane Roberts. And a kendo there to Jake Brex. Brex now picking Austin Storm up, taking him to the turnbuckle, is it? Yep, top turnbuckle to the face. Luckily you got the padding there, but you don't have padding when Jake Brex is punching the shit out of you, do you? Jake Brex now, hang on, wait, quickly. Nolan going for a pinfall of his own on Jet Saturn, but Jet not having it. Now we have Nolan looking outside of the ring, going for a chair there, and Brex trying to end it all here. Kick out though from Austin Storm, last second. And Brex with another nasty knee. Now we have Brex in the corner, or Storm Nolan looking to capitalise. Lifting Brex up, and that's a nasty hold, managing to get out of that pretty quickly though is Brex. And now we have a pin from Storm Nolan. Could it be? We have a 1 kick out though from Brex. Like I said, Brex obviously had a bit of a unfortunate month at SCW. Not really been the greatest results for him, but in the last couple of weeks has seemed a lot more in depth with himself. He seems a lot more rounded, and just overall a better wrestler there. And I don't know what the hell those two are doing outside. Just putting their fists up to each other and talking smack, I suppose. Brex now laying inside of the ring awkwardly. We have Storm Nolan now going for the sledgehammer, taking a little bit of Triple H inspiration, walking back or running back into the ring and taking the sledgehammer with camera cut now to Jet Saturn, looking to try and make Austin Storm tap here. Not really going to count though if he does tap or not. We are outside of this, not force count anywhere. See, would you count that as a tap out? I guess not. but it could look like a tap out to certain people. You know, that could look like a tap out to certain people for sure. So I'm a bit, yeah, I don't know. I have mixed emotions when it comes to that. But beautiful kick there from Storm Nolan. Oh, Austin Storm, sorry. Storm Nolan now inside of the ring. Austin Storm with a table. And throwing the table onto Jet. Both of the Storms using the weapons, showing why they were from. The Havoc, the hardcore brand. Now all of these guys outside in front of the announce table. Jet Saturn inside of the ring. And now Storm Nolan launching Jake Brex just across the side there, all the way to the other side of the outside. All what the hell did I just say? A lot of outsides, the sides. Oh god. Kendo stick now in play. Jake kendo stick into the midsection there of Storm Nolan. Looks like Austin Storm's here to try and save the day. Nope. I don't think he is. He just ran into Brex instead. And a spear there from Saturn. Surely this could end it right now. Capitalized the perfect moment. Austin was not expecting it, and it is free. The Storm Society will not be going forwards at One Way to Hell. The controversial replays again. Sorry about that. We'll get through. Well, I haven't seen these two be in a tag team before, I don't think, anyway. Or maybe it did happen last week. My memory's really bad, but congratulations anyway. And yeah, Gal now introducing the last match of the night, of course. And there it is, the Mayhem Championship hung up. You're going to have to climb a ladder to get it, the most prestigious championship in all of sports entertainment, many call it. Alex Storm had an interesting time here at Mayhem. Controversial superstar. He got in trouble before. I protected him. We get on. He's a nice guy. Very nice guy. Obviously, tonight I'm going to have to be honest, I hope he loses. Because Shane is the greatest. He's been trained by me. I mean, not all his life, as we know. I wasn't there. But, you know, in the last couple of years, trained, coached, and driven by myself and many others who I've kept in contact with over the years. Some incredible wrestlers. So, there's no chance. You know, I love Storm, great guy, but this guy is the champ. Shane Roberts, the future. The guy from Swansea. Unfortunately moved to Plymouth for a bit. We're not going to get into that though. Lucky actually, because I was going to put the old Exeter shirt on the bay, but he said no, he wasn't having it, so wanted to walk out. But the first time we've seen Shane really walk out of it without the championship on his waist, is this a sign of things to come? I very much doubt it. The first time we've actually seen a ladder in play here at the main roster for a very long time. I believe Warzone did have a ladder match quite recently, but we haven't seen one in a fair minute at SCW, so it's going to be carnage. 3 stages of hell, like I said. The steel cage a little bit earlier on tonight, the kickoff before the main show started. The death match, which I feel like Shane was playing mind games. There's no chance he loses the match in 2 minutes. Mind games. So we're here. He wanted it to be 1-1, maybe give Alex Storm that belief. I don't know. But that's what we're fighting for. The Mayhem Championship. Gal, introduce them. Maybe not then. No worries. So here we are then. We have a bit of a grapple now, and Alex Storm there doing the same move he done to Shane to sort of end it all a little bit earlier on quite quickly, but I cannot imagine this one is going to end. And obviously there are no pinfalls, there are no count-outs, and there are no disqualifications. There is one way of winning this match. You have to get the ladder from on top of the ring, and when I tell you it is 15 feet in the air, I'm not joking. It's a high climb for these gentlemen. Will they focus on getting this done quickly? Will one person or one wrestler here capitalize when the other one is down, or will this be a bloodthirsty contest? Shane Roberts now taking Alex Storm. It looks like he's going to take him to the outside. Is there going to be a chop there? Just going in on Storm's chest. You can't have many of them. You cannot have many of them right in the middle of your chest there. The heart, the beating heart is just underneath that. But Alex Storm still looking very much intact at the moment, and now nasty, nice move there on Shane Roberts. Still not done though, flattening Shane. I got confused by using the name Roberts there, thinking I was talking about myself. It gets confusing sometimes, alright, bear with me. But, yeah. Alex Storm really managing to find his feet at the moment. Shane is still in this. But obviously, like I said, I feel like earlier on was a mind game with Shane. He just didn't really care about the second match. He wants all his energy for right now, the main event. Set himself a list up, a list of people who can go against him and try and take the championship off. I'm on that list. I said, look, if all of these bozos from Mayhem can't even beat you, can't even get the 1, 2, 3 on you, then I will fucking walk down that ramp myself and I will do it. And if it comes to it, that's what will happen. And I will be your new Mayhem champion. But for now, we're not looking at that. For now, we're trying to do it the honourable way and find one superstar that's going to manage to take this from Shane. Let's not forget that Shane was never beaten by a superstar for the World Championship. He lost against myself. Literally the greatest of all time, right? So, can anyone on this roster beat him? That's the question. That's what we're here to see right now. And I'm interested. We do have a ladder in play at the moment, just in the sort of centre of the ring. You could argue it's a bit out of position, but I feel like you could still definitely use it if you wanted to. Alex Storm thinking about it now, but sort of got a bit stuck there, I think. Now Alex Storm is throwing Shane into the corner there, and some nasty, nasty elbows. And Alex Storm, wait, he's going to the top. He's not even thinking about the championship. It looks like he's going to jump down and miss the target. Why would you risk that and miss the target? It makes absolutely no sense. Luckily managing to get up to his feet pretty quickly. Both of these guys now on top of the ladder. Please think about your family, think about your future, think about the life that you lead. Some punches there being exchanged from Alex and Shane. No. Alex, think about it. It's not worth it. Oh no, and onto the mat goes both of them. Both of them are going to be in pain. It's not going to be something you can walk away from easy. It looks like it is though. For Alex Storm, that looked absolutely brutal. Let's get a replay on that. Jesus Christ, up and over, landing straight on your back. Shane could be out. Alex, though, not looking to capitalise at the moment. This would be the opportunity. This would be the time for me to climb up that ladder and get it done. But not looking interested in doing that. That was a little bit awkward there. Now Alex Storm throwing Shane into the corner, throwing his back into Shane. Now we have Storm going outside, potentially for another weapon. And we do have another chair in play. Using the chair now on Shane. That chair just bouncing, ricocheting off Alex Storm there. Now both guys again, top of the ladder. Shane, surely don't choke slam him. I thought Shane was going to go for the choke slam, but it didn't look like it, and a nasty face plant there. Both of these guys on top of the ladder, very dangerous place to be, not even near the championship really. And I think Shane's going to throw Alex off. And he's going for the top, not even going for the championship. What are these boys doing? You have the opportunity to get it done. Jesus Christ. And now Alex Storm going for the championship. Like I said, a little bit of a mini game you can see on screen here, where you have to connect the dots essentially. So it's a lot more complicated than just trying to unwind a championship. Now Shane going back down to the mat, suplexing Alex Storm, looking to switch it up now as it's a forearm knocking him down to the floor, and Shane going into the corner. Is it time? Yes, it is. It looks like the super kick is about to connect, and it does. That's going to take the head off Alex Storm right there. Shane going to the top now, looking to end it all, surely. Finish it, Shane. Get what? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do it. Don't do it. You could have had it. You could have taken it all then. Look at the replay again. I mean, impressive, of course. The braveness. The braveness, is that even a word? But how brave this guy is. Shane Roberts, a true champion. But could he have finished it all then? Alex Storm now looking for a weapon. Shane gonna get the ladder in play again, and the ladder to the face of Alex Storm, and now the ladder set up in the middle. Alex though not taking it. And a nasty slap, punch, slap, kick there, knocking Alex Storm down with that two-footer. Now Shane sprinting all the way around the ring just to do the springboard there, and Alex looking a little bit dazed right now. Both of these guys, like I said, they've been through 3 matches all in all, so they're going to be absolutely knackered. Something so simple as climbing up a ladder is going to take a lot of wind out of them. Now we have Alex Storm climbing up. What is he doing? What are these guys doing? You have the opportunity to end it, but you just... I mean, I love it. I love how crazy both of these guys are. I love how determined they are to put on a show for the audience tonight. But come on, guys. This could be over right now. Alex Storm going up. Will he take advantage of the situation? Yes, he looks like the first person to take advantage of the situation. And the minigame is underway. Will he be able to crack and take this Mayhem Championship, be the new Mayhem Champion away from Shane? Shane's going to have to react there, and he does, trying to punch Alex Storm, trying to knock him down. And Shane managing to save face for a moment. That was very dangerous, and honestly, to be fair, I thought it could have been over for a second. We could have seen a new champion. Shane, though, managing to get up when it counts. Now Shane with a nasty punch there, knocking Alex Storm to the floor. Oh, and that's a brutal kick right there to the inner thigh. Now Shane just with the chair shots. Alex Storm managing to get back in this and taking our man Shane into the corner there, using his back. Put all his weight against Shane and try and take all the oxygen out of him. Now Storm slamming into the mat again and picking the chair up. Not quite done yet. A nasty chair shot there to the head, to the shoulder there. Looks very painful, and Alex Storm now gonna go up the top, and I tell you what, this could potentially be it. He's already gone halfway through, I do believe, and Alex Storm looking to end this now. Shane needs to get up. Shane, you need to get up. Oh my God, it's done. It's done. And new, ladies and gentlemen. And new. I apologise about the awful replays. I'm a little bit beside myself at the moment.
Here is your winner and new men's champion, Thunderbolt, Alex Storm.
Alex Storm picking up the win there, and a massive congratulations to him. Thank you, of course, for tuning in to Mayhem. As always, I've been your man Cheese. If you do want to commentate, make sure you do DM me and we will look into it. Yeah, we will see you for SCW World Tour tomorrow night. What a crazy night it's been. Thank you for tuning in.